Hi, Betty McKnit here, and today I'm going to show you how to make the Metro North traveling scarf. So this is the Metro North scarf. This is the bandana size right here. You can make it in any size you like, but I have patterns for the bandana size, the scarf size, and a shawl size. And the only difference between these sizes is how long you continue on this journey here. So this is the beginning of the scarf down here. It's kind of smushed up because I wear it a lot and I tie it together. So it starts down here and then you continue, keeps going like this until this point right here. And then at this point, you continue this side with the same increasing progression, but this side begins to decrease. And then, this is the center point of the scarf. You wear it like so. I made this one with one ball of Lion Brand Amazing, was all I had of this color. And so I just made this little scarf. And it just barely ties together on the sides, but it is very easy to wear. And this one I continued for 19 inches before I decreased. No matter what size scarf you're making, or if you're doing the halfway home method, they all start the same way. They start with the same 6 rows. And they all finish the same way, they decrease the same way. The only difference is how long you keep going after you hit row 6. How many times do you repeat row 6? That's the only difference. Let's get started. So we start with the slip knot. Don't make it too tight because we're going to be working right back into that loop in a second. And then chain 3. Now your very first stitch is a special stitch and it's extended double crochet. It starts off like a double crochet, yarn over and pull up a loop through that starting slip knot loop, and then you've pulled through 1, and then you pull through 2 and pull through 2. So if you've ever done a foundation double crochet to start a project, it's basically the same stitch. So we're going to continue to work row 1 into that same space. We're going to make a double crochet and another extended double crochet. There's your row 1. Row 2, we're always going to start with a chain 3 and an extended double crochet. So you're going to have that extended double crochet the first and last stitch of every row. So row 2, we did our extended double crochet, and now we're going to work 2 double crochet into the next stitch. And then we're going to work an extended double crochet in the last stitch of the row. And that's going to consistently be the way you work the end of your row. There's your row 2. Okay, row 3, chain 3, and then extended double crochet, work into the stitch right below the chain, because that chain and the extended double crochet are actually just there together. 2 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. 1, 2, and then 1 more. Oh, my yarn is changing. Woohoo! So exciting. and then an extended double crochet. This scarf looks really great with self-striping yarn. It hides mid-row color changes really well. Maybe not when you just lay the garment out flat, but once you have it wrapped around your neck, you're really not going to notice mid-row color changes. So there's your row 3, and I had a very exciting color change in my row 3. Okay, row 4 starts with a chain 3 and an extended double crochet until you get to your decrease row. Every row is going to start like that. 3 double crochet into the next stitch. And now we're going to do a DC2 together. So we're going to double crochet 2 together. So you yarn over and you pull up a loop and you pull through 2 loops. And then you leave that unfinished stitch on your hook and you start another one. Yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops. And then you yarn over and pull through all 3 of them. And your double crochet 2 together is complete. And to finish the row, we make 3 double crochet in the next stitch. And then extended double crochet. And that's your row 4. Let's admire it. Looking good. Okay, row 5. Chain 3. Extended double crochet. Two double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. Now we're going to do another special stitch, and it's a DC2 together over 3. So you work this stitch the same way you worked the DC2 together in the row below, but you skip over 1 stitch as you work the decrease. So it actually decreases 2 stitches at once. So you yarn over and pull up a loop and pull through 2 loops, and you leave that unworked, unfinished stitch on the hook, and then you skip this center DC2 together from the row below. And you'll know that your work is centered and that you're on track if you always skip that center decrease as you work the scarf. So yarn over, and I'm going to skip over and pull up a loop in the next stitch and pull through 2 loops and pull through all 3 loops on the hook. And then to complete the row, you work 2 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, and then extended double crochet. Let's admire row 5. So this is the kind of fiddly part of the scarf, rows 1 through 5, and once you get to row 6, you're going to start flying now. Row 6 basically is you know, the row you're going to repeat until you reach the halfway point of your scarf. The halfway point is, you can determine that a number of ways. The halfway, what we call the halfway home method, is when you use half of your yarn. So before you start your project, you figure out how much yarn you have, either by weight, or maybe you have 2 skeins. So, you know, you have 1 skein and then another skein. There's half, you know, half of them is 1. And you use half of your yarn before you start decreasing. Another way that you can do it is just by simple measurements. So if you want to make a little bandana scarf like the one I always wear, then you continue row 6, repeating row 6 until the side edge of your scarf is about 21 inches. I think that's what we said. Yeah. If you want a larger scarf, like a scarf that you would double up and wrap around, you continue repeating row 6 until you get to about 36. And if you want a larger shawl, you keep going until you reach about 40 inches. Or if you just have some yarn that you would like to use on something beautiful and you'll wear the scarf no matter what size it is, then just weigh it and figure out how much half of it is, and work row 6 and keep repeating it until you've used up half of that yarn, and then start the decrease rows. So now that we've talked about row 6, let's learn it. It starts out the same way: chain 3, extended double crochet, 2 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, now double crochet until you reach 1 stitch before the center decrease. So this is my center decrease right here, and I want to leave this stitch. I want to stop before I get to this one. So actually for row 6 I only have 1 double crochet that I have to make, and then I'm ready for the center decrease, which is a decrease 2 together over 3. And I know I'm centered because I skipped the decrease in the row before. Okay, and now I want to double crochet until I have 3 stitches left. So remember, we're not counting this chain, we're just counting the stitches. 1, 2, 3. And I actually only have 1 double crochet to make before I get there. And then I'm increasing twice by making 2 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Extended double crochet to finish the row. So there's your row 6. And we're just going to keep repeating that, like I said, until you get to the halfway point. So I'll just work that row for you a couple more times, just so we get the hang of it. So we're repeating row 6, chain 3, extended double crochet, 2 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Double crochet until 1 stitch before the center decrease, so that would be this one. So this time I have 2 double crochets to make before I get there. But you don't have to count, you just look for the center decrease, and you know that's the one that's going to be in the center of your next decrease. DC 2 together over 3, double crochet until 3 stitches remain, 2 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Extended double crochet to finish the row. You're just going to continue to repeat row 6 to the halfway point. An option to give your scarf a little bit more interest would be to add some texture rows. And once you pass row 6, you can begin adding any texture rows that you like. So I'll make another video to show you some texture, and you can add that in. But honestly, I've made the scarf. This one is made with no texture at all. If you have some yarn with some beautiful color, you don't need to add any texture rows. You just let the color tell the story and let the yarn tell the story, and you don't have to get really crazy. This can be, you know, just repeating row 6 until half your yarn, or 21, 36, 40 inches, whatever size you want your scarf to be. This is, you know, could easily be like a movie watching project, or something to keep in the car, or something to work on while you're riding the train, which is what I did when I designed it. So I'll do row 6 for you one more time. Extended double crochet, 2 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Double crochet until you get to 1 stitch before the decrease row, or the center decrease stitch. And then double crochet 2 together, decrease 2 together over 3. So even though that makes a hole, it's really, as your scarf gets bigger and bigger, it's not a very noticeable hole. People are not going to notice the hole in the middle. They're going to notice your beautiful face surrounded by a beautiful scarf. And then extended double crochet to finish the row. There you go. There's a start to your Metro North scarf. I hope you ride the train working on one, and then I hope you ride the train wearing one. Oops.